Crystal, why weren't you at school today? Is it because we had that math test on division?
That's not why. I had lots of things to do today. Family stuff.
But your sister was at school today and your mom drives you to school every day. It's not like you could have missed the bus. You're so lucky.
My sister can go. She's special because she's so cute.
Why would that matter? What does that have to do with anything?
It matters. And Mike, you learned about this at school, didn't you? You're not supposed to pry into other people's family's business.
We learned that? Anyway, we've known each other since we were babies. We're not strangers or anything, so it's okay.
But I said it's not okay.
Anyway, you have to come to school tomorrow. Let's play dodgeball at recess.
No way! You throw the ball too hard.
Don't worry, I'll throw it softly for you. It's boring if you're not at school.
Mike, when we were in kindergarten, you said you were going to marry me, right?
Huh? I said something like that?
Oh, shut up, I hate you.
I'm kidding. I remember, we promised.
You really remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
So when we grow up, you'll marry me?
Yeah, of course.
Do you promise?
Yes. So that means you have to come to school tomorrow, okay? We have that science test, so don't skip school again.
I won't skip school.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Mom's packing chips in my lunch tomorrow.
You eat too much. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Hey, our teacher just told us. Why did your family move? You told me you were coming to school today. You lied to me. I don't believe this. It's not possible. My mom said your mom and dad got divorced. But why are you going to live with your mom? You love your dad. And why won't you message me back? Does this really mean we won't see each other again? You can come to my house to play anytime you want. I thought you promised we'd get married when we got older. I'll wait for you. I'll be waiting for you to come back.
Hello, Michael. Do you remember me? It's Kaylee.
Kaylee? Sorry, who is this?
Kaylee Cooper. Well, now my last name is Alvarez, but we went to the same elementary school, and we used to live really close to each other.
Wait, do you mean Kaylee as in your Crystal's older sister?
Yeah, that Kaylee.
Wow, it's been a long time, hasn't it? What's up? Why are you messaging me after all these years? And how did you get my number anyway?
To tell the truth, I moved back to this area not long ago. I just happened to see you around town, but I didn't get the chance to stop and talk to you. I started asking around to all my friends from back in the day until I found someone who had your number. You grew up to be really handsome, didn't you? I couldn't believe it when I saw you.
I don't know if I would say that.
You don't have to be modest with me. I'm only 2 years older than you, and we grew up together.
We grew up together?
Yeah, our houses were practically beside each other.
Yeah, but I don't ever remember talking to you very much. And anyway, by any chance, does that mean that Crystal also moved back to this area?
Crystal? Oh, Michael, you seem to remember her pretty well, don't you?
Of course I remember her. We used to play together almost every day.
Yeah, well, she also came back here. Our dad got a new job in this area, so we moved back here.
Huh? Your dad? I thought your parents split up when we were kids.
They did. Oh, not my dad, my stepdad. When my mom broke up with my dad, we started living with our new dad right away.
Huh. Then that means...
Yeah, to put it bluntly, my mom was cheating. But I don't care. My new dad is much better looking and much nicer. Basically, I'm lucky that Mom left our old dad for him. My old dad never loved me like my new dad does. It was clear my old dad didn't love me as much as he loved my sister. Maybe if he'd loved me the most, I wouldn't have told him about my mom's affair.
Okay.
Oh, and calling you Michael is too long for me, and it sounds too formal for friends. Is it okay if I call you Mikey? If I call you Mikey, it sounds like we're really close friends.
Huh? I guess, but I'd prefer it if you call me Mike instead.
There you go, being polite again. You don't have to be so polite with me.
I'm talking normally. And I really don't know you very well anyway.
Oh, you're always so serious. That's another one of the great things about you. Hey, you want to go out for a drink with me sometime? I just came back to the area. I need you to show me around again and tell me what's changed. How about it? Oh, if you want, let me send you a picture of me. You haven't seen me in so long, you probably don't know what I look like now. Here, I'll send you a picture that was just taken this past Halloween.
No thanks.
Huh?
By the way, Crystal's the same age as me, so she's probably in her 3rd year of college now too, right? What college does she go to?
Oh, that girl doesn't go to college.
What?
I know, it's funny, isn't it? She's so stupid. She couldn't get into any college. She'll never be anything. She's living at home, working part-time jobs.
Part-time jobs?
Hey, I heard from a friend that you're studying to get into medical school. You're gonna have a great future, aren't you? Oh, that's so awesome, Mikey.
It's really not that great. More importantly, I'd like to get in touch with Crystal. Can you give me her number or a way to contact her?
What? I don't have her contact info.
What? You don't know your own sister's phone number or email address?
Oh, I'm not interested in talking to a useless person like her. Let's not talk about her now anyway. So, when can we meet up for drinks?
Oh, sorry, I don't drink, so I won't be able to meet you.
What?
Anyway, I'm off to my part-time job now. Maybe we can do something some other time.
Oh, that's too bad. Hey, when you're done work tonight, why don't you message me so we can talk more? I'll be waiting. Hi, Mike. Thanks for coming up and talking to me this afternoon. Sorry I couldn't talk much, though.
Crystal, thanks for messaging me. Don't worry about it. I know you were working at the time. I was totally surprised to see you. When I walked into the bookstore, I never expected to see you.
I started working there last month.
Is that right? I know when we were kids you loved books. It's been so long since you've been around here. How about we go get something to eat sometime? There's so many things I want to talk to you about. Do you want to know what happened after you moved away? Kyle and I tried ditching school, and one time during a field trip, I got Mr. Anderson's toupee to fly off.
What? You mean Principal Anderson? He wore a toupee?
You didn't know? Everyone assumed he did.
I didn't know. Oh, Mike, you were always getting into trouble. It was so fun. I really want to see everyone again.
Okay, how about I get everyone together? As soon as they hear you're back in town, they'll all join us for sure. When do you want to do it? We should do it as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Huh?
I can't go.
What? Why not?
There's a lot of things going on right now, and I can't really afford it. I'm not just working at the bookstore. I've got another job as a waitress at a bar as well. I can't afford to go out. I'm sorry.
Then it'll be my treat. It'll be like a celebration now that you're back in town. If you're nervous about getting everyone together, how about just the two of us? Even if it's just for a coffee and a donut. That way you won't have to feel bad that it's my treat, okay?
Thanks, but I can't. Even then, I'd feel bad. And after this, I probably won't be able to respond to your texts very often.
Huh?
I know, I just gave you my contact info, and now I'm saying I likely can't talk much. I'm sorry. But I was really happy that I got to see you again today, and it was fun texting you tonight, too. Thanks.
Wait, hold on. Why can't you text me anymore? Is me sending you messages somehow gonna cause problems for you?
Yeah, I have a boyfriend. So I'm really sorry. Bye.
Huh? Crystal, hold on. Hey.
Mikey, hey, how come you won't answer your phone? I've called you so many times.
I'm sorry, I was studying. Is something wrong?
I'm out drinking with my friends right now. I'm a little drunk. Can I spend the night at your place?
I live at my parents' house, so that's not possible.
Oh, come on, please. Let me come over. It's only one night. They'll never know. It'll be our little secret.
I can't.
Well, then, can you come get me? I told my girlfriends that my handsome friend I've known since childhood would come get us. We're all waiting for you to get here, please.
Huh?
And if you take me back to my house, Crystal will probably be there. You wanted her contact info and you wanted to see her, didn't you? I don't really think you should be wasting your time with someone like her anyway, though.
What do you mean by that?
She's just so lame. She's never had a boyfriend and she has no social life and she's no fashion sense. Ugh, she's useless. No guy could possibly want her. I think if you saw her, you'd be disgusted with her too.
Huh? She doesn't have a boyfriend. Maybe she does, but you just don't know about him.
No way. She doesn't have one. It's not even possible. She works her stupid little jobs every day. I've never seen any sign of her having a boyfriend. I've never even seen her wear makeup. She's 21 and she's still like this. It's pathetic, isn't it? She needs to start acting like a woman.
I had no idea.
And you know what? She still has feelings for her old dad. I think she still loves him. She won't even speak to her new dad.
Huh?
Oh, how could her stepdad love a daughter like that? That's why if you check her photo albums, you won't even see her in there. Her stepdad loves taking pictures. It's rare if he doesn't take them, and there's none of her.
Kaylee, do you not get along with Crystal or something?
Well, if I'm being honest, I'd have to say I hate her. Even though she's my sister, she's hideous, and she doesn't try to make herself look good. Oh, I don't want anyone to know I'm related to that thing. If I had to guess, I think we weren't related at all. I don't consider her my sister either. Unlike me, she doesn't know how to get people to like her. Nobody likes her. That's why we make her take care of all our living expenses.
Your living expenses?
Oh, I see I've piqued your interest, huh?
You mean she's in charge of paying for everything?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? My mom and I talked about it and thought it was a great idea, so we suggested it. We decided that in our household, one person has to pay the utilities as well as the food bills for 5 years.
What? But your stepfather is working, isn't he? He should be paying the bills, right? Was he not against this, making his stepdaughter pay for everything?
No, he thought it was a great idea. If another person is paying for everything for 5 years, you can save the money you make or just spend it all on yourself. Who would be against something as great as that?
Yeah, but wouldn't that be putting an enormous burden on the one paying the bills?
Well, it's definitely not something I'd want to do. But Crystal said herself that she'd do it. She said she wanted the reward for doing it.
Reward?
Yeah, if she takes care of all the expenses for 5 years, Mom said she'd tell her. Tell her where her real father is.
What?
Oh, I can't believe she's willing to do it just for that. She's stupid, isn't she? What do you think about that, Mikey? Are you interested in a girl who loves her father that much? It's crazy, isn't it?
I can't believe this.
I know, huh? That's why, even if the two of you met up.
What you're doing to her is insane.
Huh?
Don't contact me anymore.
What? Wait, hold on, Mikey. Why not?
Crystal, hey, don't go back to that house anymore.
What?
If you need a place to live, come live at my house. I know my parents would let you.
Wait, Mike, what are you talking about? Where's this coming from all of a sudden?
What's with this whole being in charge of living expenses thing? What are you doing something like that for? Why are you just keeping quiet and letting them do this to you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not being forced to do anything like that.
You're lying. Your sister told me everything. That's why you're working day and night, isn't it?
Mike, please don't worry about it. It doesn't concern you.
I can't just ignore this. I thought I'd never see you again. And now that I finally did see you again, this is what's happening. You're too busy to hang out with anyone because your family is making you do this terrible thing. You were my best friend. We grew up together. I can't just stand by and let someone do this to you.
Why not? It has nothing to do with you.
It does.
It doesn't. You keep saying we're best friends. That was ages ago. So many years have passed since then. The Crystal that you knew then isn't me. And you're sitting there with a mom and dad who love and support you. You have no idea how I feel. I don't have anyone I can call my family. You have no idea what that's like for me. My mom only loves my sister. I'm treated like a slave. Ever since my parents got divorced and my mom moved, I felt like I've been alone.
Crystal,
If I just do this for 2 more years, my mom will tell me where my dad lives and I can see him again. When I do that, I won't be alone anymore. My dad was the only one who ever loved me. So please, just leave me alone.
listen, that promise, does it still stand? You know, the one about us getting married?
Huh?
I'll help you look for your father. I'll hire a detective if I need to. I'll do whatever it takes. Let's look for him and find him together. And if it turns out we can't find him, then I'll be happy to be your family. So please, don't go back to that house.
Mike.
And if you tell me you're still going back to your house, I'm gonna go down to that bookstore you work at and I'm gonna start living there. I'll rent out a corner of the store and I'll live in a cardboard box outside of it. That way, I'll still be able to see you, even if you're busy at work. What do you think about that? You wouldn't want that, would you?
Mike, stop. Your words really moved me before. Don't make me laugh now. I just imagined you trying to do that. I really don't want you coming to where I work, so maybe I should take you up on your offer. Are you sure it won't cause problems at your house?
I know there'd be no problem with it. Start getting your things together right now and get out of that house right away. I just told my mom what's going on and why you need to stay with us. I'm gonna come over and pick you up near your house so nobody sees me coming into your driveway.
Mike, thanks.
No problem. Oh, hold on, my mom's calling me.
What?
Crystal, are you the only one at your house right now?
My sister's out drinking and my mom and stepdad don't seem to have come back yet. I think they're still on their mini vacation. Why? Is something up?
I need you to look around your house for something, okay? It's really important. It sounds like you'll need it so that you and your father can live together.
What? Hi, Mikey! Thanks for coming to pick me up last night. I didn't think you'd come. I was really surprised.
Oh, don't worry about it. It turns out I had some things I needed to do in that area anyway.
Yeah, that's what you say, but I know you were really just worried about me. Everyone mistook you for my boyfriend instead of just my friend, didn't they? What do you think about that? Could you really be my boyfriend? I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I'd love it if you were my boyfriend.
No, I really don't think that'd work. I think I'd rather die than do that.
Huh?
I've loved Crystal since we were kids.
Huh? Crystal? You mean my sister Crystal?
Is there another Crystal that we both know?
But that's not possible. What are you talking about? Why?
She's 1,000 times nicer and cuter than you. She's way more my type. I liked her when we were kids, and now after seeing her again after all these years, I've fallen in love all over again.
You've got to be kidding. Mikey, there's got to be something wrong with you. I think you need to reconsider. She's so depressing to be around. And I'm undoubtedly cuter.
I think you're getting her and your qualities mixed up there. She's undoubtedly cuter than you.
This is impossible. I know that can't be true. My mom only loves me. She wouldn't love someone who was ugly.
I don't think you're cute, and I certainly don't like your personality. You're making Crystal pay for your whole family's expenses while you guys just go off and do whatever you want. You make me sick. You keep saying that Crystal's useless, but you're not in school and you're not working. You're the useless one.
What? Whatever, I'm done with you. I never thought you were the type of person to talk to me like this. I don't care. I only wanted to be with you because you're going to be a doctor in the future. But just so you know, you'll be wasting your time if you tell Crystal how you feel about her. She's too busy paying for her family's finances to pay any attention to you. It looks like your first and only love will never be yours. Too bad.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell you. Crystal and her father were reunited, and Crystal and I are seeing each other now. We're probably going to get married.
What?
That means that you won't be paying any of your bills anymore. Tell your family that you guys are going to have to pay your own bills with your own money from now on.
Wait, hold on. What? They were able to meet again? What, how is that? What do you mean?
And I see it wasn't just Crystal you guys were relying on for money, was it? You were relying on your real father too, huh? The child support and the money for college he promised to pay? Your mom said she'd allow him to see his kids again if he paid for their college, huh?
I can't believe you and your mom would bribe a loving dad into paying them so he could see his daughter again. How much do you have to play with someone's emotions before you're satisfied? You make me sick.
I don't care about any of that. I'm asking you, how did Crystal find out where our dad lived?
It turns out my mom had his contact information this whole time, so she told Crystal where he was. My mom hasn't talked to him much since he moved away, and we had no idea what was going on with him and your family. Good thing you guys moved back to the area and we ran into each other. I guess your dad told my mom that if she ever saw Crystal again to please give her his contact info. I was a kid at the time, so my mom never mentioned anything about that to me. After I told my mom what was going on, she remembered that your dad was trying to get in touch with Crystal. She called him and told him what was really going on with her, and he immediately drove all the way to her house.
What? I can't believe this. This means that Crystal is going to stop paying all of our bills.
Well, obviously. It's not just Crystal that won't be giving you guys money anymore. Her father is stopping too.
What the heck are you doing to us? I have no idea what's going on here. How dare you butt in on our family's business? This has nothing to do with you. I'll never forgive you for this. I'm telling my mom. I was living the perfect life and you just ruined it.
Yeah, I probably did, didn't I? And I think your mom and stepdad are about to get sued for a lot of compensation money.
Compensation money?
Yeah, and the real reason your parents got divorced was because your mom was cheating, right? Although your mom told him the whole time that she just didn't want to be with him anymore. That's what you told me, isn't it? That your mom was cheating?
That's hilarious. He can't sue over that. That happened years ago.
Yes, he can, because he has proof of it now.
What's that? That's just a picture of my mom and stepdad kissing. That doesn't prove anything. And why would you have that anyway?
Look at the date and timestamp on the photo.
The timestamp? Oh.
That was taken before the divorce, wasn't it? You said your stepdad loves taking pictures of everything, so I assumed he'd have some pictures like this. We have pictures that are much more incriminating than that, if you know what I mean. Last night, when I said I'd take you home and I stayed out with you talking to you and your friends, I was just buying time so Crystal could look around the house for the proof we needed.
Oh my God.
When Crystal's dad saw how mentally and physically drained she was, he was pissed. He's already hired a lawyer and he plans to get back all the money he's given to your mom because it's clear none of it was used on Crystal, especially the college tuition he was paying for her, seeing as she's not even enrolled in college.
Stop it! Answer your phone. Let me talk to my dad.
Huh? What for?
What do you mean, what for? If he does that, we'll be broke and out on the street. I love how we're living right now. I don't want to be broke.
You know the saying, you made your bed? Up till now, you've been relying on just one person for everything. So, there's no reason why you can't survive without Crystal.
I just told my mom and she said she's calling over there to our dad right now. But she said he's not answering.
I wouldn't answer the call either. He said he doesn't want to hear her voice.
Mikey, please. Tell our dad not to sue us for compensation money. If he doesn't sue us, I promise I'll go visit him once a week.
I told him.
Really? What did he say?
He said just like your mom's ugly face, he doesn't want to see yours either.
What? Why not? I'm his child.
Huh? Because you said it yourself. It was clear your dad didn't love you as much as your sister. Who should he choose? The daughter that wanted to live with the man her mom cheated on him with? Or the daughter that worked day and night for years in hopes of being able to see him again? I wonder why he doesn't love you two equally, huh? So from now on, you guys do your best over there. Crystal won't be helping you out anymore. And don't ever come near Crystal again.
Wait, we'll apologize to her, please. Just forgive us. I apologize to Crystal, I swear.
You've got your stepdad, right? So you guys should be fine. He's really nice and he's reliable, isn't he?
No! Ugh, honestly, the only reason he's been nice to us is because we had money. At first, it was because Mom was getting half in the divorce, and then the child support and college tuition money, and Crystal was supplying the rest. If we don't have money coming in anymore, he's not going to stick around. He was only really nice because Crystal was paying the bills, so he had lots of money to play around with.
Well, you were the one who chose to live with him in the first place, right? You used Crystal so you three could blow money on yourselves and do whatever you wanted. Now it's your turn to pay the bills. That's karma.
I can't believe this! I'm the victim in all of this.
I think it's a bit late to be saying you're the victim, don't you? If you'd cared even a little bit about Crystal, you wouldn't be in this situation now, would you? I can see how you might not have understood that when you were a kid, but you're supposed to be an adult now. If you become accustomed to this unrealistic fantasy life you're living, you have nobody to blame for it but yourself. And if you don't like the situation your parents are in now, why don't you just leave and start living on your own?
I can't support myself. You have to help me too. I don't want to be left here by myself.
If you want someone to help you, you'll have to find that person yourself. It should be easy for you, right? After all, you're so much cuter than Crystal, right? If that's the case, you should be able to find a good man quite easily. That is, if you're really as cute as you think you are. After that, Crystal's dad was able to sue his ex-wife for cheating on him all those years ago. He had the pictures as well as Crystal's testimony to prove it. Also, I had Kaylee's text messages where she'd stated her mother was cheating back then as well. Even though the incident took place many years ago, Crystal's dad won the court case. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get back all the money that he'd paid to his ex in child support, but he still got quite a nice sum, and almost all of the college tuition he paid, as the judge deemed that his ex simply swindled him out of that. This lawsuit put Kaylee's family into massive debt, and Kaylee was forced by her mom and stepdad to try to find a job in order to help pay off their debt. Of course, Kaylee had never worked a day in her life before, so finding a job right away was next to impossible. So now she's sitting at home being treated like an animal by her mom and stepdad until she can find a job to help them out. Apparently, because of the money issues, Kaylee's mom and new husband are constantly fighting with each other. It was clear that Crystal was the only thing holding that family together, and now that she's gone, it's just a matter of time before the family collapses in on itself. Crystal, on the other hand, finally got what she always wanted. She's living with her father now. She's gone back to school and is studying hard to become a librarian. When I saw Crystal again after all those years, she seemed to have lost all will to live. But now she's smiling all the time and she's so full of life again. I think she's truly happy now. And by the way, as for me and Crystal,
I arrived at the meeting spot.
I'm sorry, I'm running a little late. The chain slipped off my bike.
You mean I have to wait for you? It's hot out here.
Don't complain. If I would have come by car, I'd have been there right away. But you told me to come by bike. And why do you want me to dress up in my old football jersey? If anyone I know sees me in this, I'll never live it down.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have felt like high school if you showed up in your car. You didn't have a car back then, did you? It's important that you play the part as close as possible.
But why? Weren't you always saying before it has nothing to do with you?
I said I'm sorry. I thought I'd just be causing problems for you. That's why I never said anything.
You know, I've waited this whole time for the day when I could make you my wife.
Really?
Well, that was probably because I was never able to get a girlfriend.
Oh, shut up. I hate you.
I was just kidding. Oh, I was able to fix my bike. I'm on my way. Wait for me. There's some shade over there, isn't there?
Yeah, I'll be waiting in the shade. Hey, Mike?
Yeah?
Thanks for keeping your promise. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
Hey, you. Are you the dispatcher from that hiring place the company looked into? Is this the correct number that I'm messaging? What's your name?
Yes, hello there. I'm the dispatcher that's just been hired. My name is Lola Baxter, and I suppose I'll be working with you soon, so...
Oh, okay. So you're Lola. To be honest, I don't care about your name right now. I'm really not up for pleasantries. You came to our branch office today on a temporary basis.
Yes, that's right, sir. I did. It's nice to be acquainted with you. I look forward to working together, and I hope that we can get along well.
I'm Barney Hunter, the branch president's son. Starting today, I'll be in charge of your training and what you'll learn at this company. If you even think about trying to disobey my orders, I won't accept any of your behavior. and you'll be out of here before I can say you're fired. Do you understand?
Okay, yes, sir. I'll listen and do the best that I can do in my job. What should I be doing exactly, sir? I do understand I may need some training, but I couldn't help but wonder. After taking a quick look at this department, I found a few things in some areas that are in need of improvement, so I'd like to share this information in a meeting. I would like this meeting held within the department so that I can communicate what improvements need to be made so that we're all on the same page.
Excuse me? What did you just ask for? You're kidding me, right? You turn around and say that when you're literally just been dispatched? Anyway, let's just have some tea today and then you can watch and learn how everything is done, alright? You don't want to stress yourself on the first day, okay? You can watch the other employees work under the direction of our brilliant branch manager. You'll see how well he leads everyone. Also, I want you to please learn about the in-company system that I developed, alright? You should at least do that much today.
Well, with that being said, sir, it would be a little unrealistic to suddenly just start learning by only watching everyone else. I should actually be doing other things as well. Don't you have a manual or something to help train new employees? It would be really beneficial to me if I could read that as well as watch the employees.
You want to read a training manual? I don't know anything about that. You've hardly been here for that long and you're already starting to talk back? That's not going to get you anywhere in this company. You know, I really do hate sassy women like you sometimes.
Excuse me? What did you just say about me, sir? That statement is a very inappropriate thing to say to a new employee, so please take that back.
Oh, did I hit a nerve, little girl? You want to take back what I said? Why should I, when I'm a higher rank than you? I can say what I like. You obey me, not the other way around. You're just a temporary employee, Lola. I'm just trying to make you feel more comfortable around me. I'm your boss after all. Okay, let's get on with what I actually want to say. I'll ask you to give a speech at this morning's meeting today. Think about what you want to say. It starts at around 10 o'clock, so I wouldn't leave it until then to figure out what you want to say. Be prepared, Lola.
Wait a minute, what? You want me to give a speech in front of the entire staff room? You could have told me this a little earlier on so I had more time.
Yes, but you'll be fine. We give speeches to let other employees know a bit more about you. It's so you can make a new friend as a temporary employee. Now, you've got 30 minutes to give your speech. Surely you'll be able to say a bunch about yourself in 30 minutes, right?
Are you seriously making me, as a first-time employee to your company today, you're going to make me speak about myself for 30 minutes? Well, surely it's not just going to apply only to me, right? Does this maybe apply to other newcomers in the company as well?
Of course! This is just a norm for people that come into our company branch. If you have any problems with the script, please come and talk to me about it. But if you're not going to do this properly, I'll have no choice but to give you a lecture on how to do speeches properly. You're an adult, so you can do this.
But, sir, this is absolutely unnecessary. How am I supposed to talk about myself for 30 minutes to complete strangers I've never met before? Excuse me, sir, sorry to bother you this early in the morning, but I have a question. Barney, who's in charge of my training, asked me to do a 30-minute speech at the morning meeting. Do you as the branch president understand what's going on here? Is this a typical thing that newcomers do at the company?
Are you a temporary employee who's joining us today? I'm sorry, but what's brought this on all of a sudden? Doing speeches when you first arrive has become the norm at this branch. It may be difficult at first, but just do your best.
Oh, okay. So are you asking other new employees and temporary employees to do the same thing? They all do a 30-minute speech?
Well, it's pretty obvious that all the people do a speech when they're a new worker. That's usually the case anyway. There are some who can't even do that and run off. This is a necessary step to measure one's suitability as a member of our company's society. Everyone should be able to talk in front of others with no issues.
But if it's to measure aptitude, why wasn't this done at the time of my interview? I think it's wrong to measure someone's suitability the morning of joining a new company.
Who do you think you are, speaking to me like this? Are you judging how I should do things at my own company? That's so rude. Are you trying to tell me that you don't want to give a speech so much that you thought it would be okay to come to me directly about it? The branch president?
It's not that I don't want to do it, Mr. Hunter. I'm just against this outrageous custom. Why give such a long speech in front of everyone for? I was surprised to learn that even the branch president tolerates this. Who even came up with this idea? It's not really necessary. And also, along with having to do this, being told to do it on the morning of the day I'm supposed to give my speech is nothing more than a nuisance to me and other employees.
Oh, great. I knew that a temporary employee would give me some stick eventually. I guess that would be you. I've got no choice but to complain to the staffing agency about this. Look, I won't if you just do what you're told to do. You have no need to voice your opinion at this time. Doing the speech is what it means to be a member of our company's world.
Okay, fine. I understand, sir. There's no need to go to the staffing agency about this. I'll do the speech at 10 o'clock like I'm supposed to. However, I'm still against doing this. I'm going to contact the head office about this, and I'll ask for a decision by them.
Okay, so be it. But I'm sometimes at the head office. If there's something that I don't like being done, I'll immediately tell someone at that office. But even at the head office, we've got no time to listen to every single complaint that some young and temporary employee has to say.
Well, no matter what they tell me, I'm going to ask them for a decision on this. Surely they'll agree with some of my points. By the way, there are also several other improvements that need to be made at your branch office. I'll summarize it in writing and submit it to you later.
Okay, sure. Do whatever you like. The person who's in charge of your training name is Barney Hunter, is that correct?
Yes, that's him, Barney Hunter. He introduced himself to me as the branch president's son. He definitely made that point very clear.
That's him, yes. I basically leave everything about the branch office up to him. If you want anything done, he'll do it. I'm sure he'll treat you well.
But I don't understand. He's still new to the company, isn't he, Mr. Hunter? Don't you think it's a bit soon in his career to be leaving all the duties to him?
No, there's nothing wrong with doing that if he's capable. As a father, I know everything I need to know about Barney's work ethic, and it's excellent. I decided to leave everything to him, so everything's okay. I trust him to do things well. He's an excellent programmer and a genius who developed the system for the branch by himself. He also came up with the idea for the speech at the morning meeting. I think it's a brilliant idea, and newcomers will do that.
But sir, if everything is being left to Barney Hunter, what exactly is the branch president doing at the office? Can you please explain that?
How dare you ask me that sort of question? You need to shut your mouth right now. If you have time to complain, you've got time to work. You need to work and work hard if you want to survive in this company. I guess it's time to think of what to say for your speech. You better do that right now.
Okay, sir, I can guess what you're saying. I'll never ask that sort of question again. Well, then I guess I'll try and do a good speech in front of the employees.
You better just listen to Barney and do what he says. Don't even think about contacting me about this again. You obey us or get out of here. Hey, what the heck is this speech all about, Lola? Are you trying to mess with me or something? Why would you say stuff like that for?
All I wanted to do was share with you all the problems and the areas of improvement at this branch office. You asked me to set up a place for this kind of meeting, and I just thought that in front of all the employees was the perfect place.
Oh, come on, don't be silly. What do you mean what can be improved when it comes to temporary workers? That's not what the speech should be about.
But you were grinning the whole time about it, weren't you, Barney? You've always laughed when you've seen newcomers having trouble giving speeches, haven't you? The expressions on other employees' faces were also very mixed. The only people who have lots of fun are you and the branch president.
Well, I mean, you gave a pretty good speech, I can tell you that much. Look, I'm not good at this, and I'm not trying to be super bossy, alright?
Hey, the biggest problem here is that you used violence against me. Moreover, punching someone in the face can hardly be described as training.
Well, if the new person has an issue with how I work, I'll hit them a little bit. We're not university students anymore. If every individual isn't aware of how I work, the company will collapse. I'm very serious about everything I do because it's for the sake of the company. This is how things are done around here. Get used to it.
Since you're so serious about your job and this company being successful, then can't you stop your violent ways? Because it's affecting a lot of employees around you.
I'm not sure if I really want to change my ways because it's working well for everyone. You want to call the head office? Go ahead if you want to. You know that if you do, it'll get to my father and he'll make all the accusations that you've been saying completely disappear. He'll cover it up for me.
This branch seems to be even more corrupt than I thought that it was. This is unbelievable that this type of thing is happening in a company like this.
What on earth are you talking about? What makes it so corrupt? You're just some good-for-nothing temp who has no idea what they're talking about. Our branch office is steadily increasing in numbers. As long as the company is putting out the numbers that it should be, there shouldn't be any problems.
What is your deal? Seriously, have you and the branch president lost your humanity or something? You're treating these employees terribly. If you could do something to improve the situation there or just be replaced, it would be a much better branch office. Are you sure you don't want to consider changing your ways?
Wow, you're a very talkative woman. You better watch what you say or you'll get it from me. You don't want that now, do you? Are you trying to disrespect me? An elite? You're saying so much about my branch and you've only just been dispatched? This is such a joke. You know what? The next time you want to voice your opinion about my branch, how about I just punch you in the face? Try to speak up, I dare ya.
You still think I'm a temporary worker still, Barney? I work for the head office, as a matter of fact. Well, I guess I've blown my own cover now.
What on earth are you talking about, woman? Can't you just explain things properly? How are you not a temp worker?
Well, first of all, let me apologize for lying to you this entire time about who I really am. I was actually just pretending to be a temp worker who got hired. Once again, my name is Lola Baxter, and I was actually dispatched from the head office. I came here to investigate the internal affairs of this branch office.
What the heck? You're running an internal investigation into my branch office? Whoa, just hold on there for a minute, lady. I understand that you're letting out your frustrations right now, but there's no need for you to lie like this. There's no way that a young lady like you could be involved in an internal investigation.
Excuse me? I've got no idea what you mean by that, but don't dispute what I do for a living, please. I'm being dead serious about this, Barney. This was a setup for me to come in as a newcomer. I did this because I knew I'd only get hired because I'm young and full of potential, as a scumbag like you would think. Even though I may look young to you, it's only because I take good care of myself. I'm actually in my 30s.
What do you mean this was all set up as you being a new employee for the office? What do you mean? Oh, I get it. Nice joke, father. I'll have to tell my dad how well he got me with this one. You can go ahead and tell him how funny he is, but he can't fool me.
If you don't believe what I'm telling you, Barney, please contact the head office and check with them about me being at this branch. I'm sure they'll have all the answers you're looking for. Maybe they might even tell you the details you wanted to know about me, Lola Baxter.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'll call up the head office and see what's actually going on. I'm sure that this is just some prank my dad pulled. I'll ring them up right now and see what they have to say about the newcomer to the company. Then I can get all the dirt I like about you. Even if you make excuses later, I don't care. Okay, there's obviously been some kind of huge mistake here. I'd like to say that I'm extremely sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit you, I swear. I just meant to make this all a big joke. I actually don't do any of these things at the office, and I really am sorry for what I did.
You know that it's really low of you to start making excuses for your behavior right now when you know what your intentions were, Barney. There were many witnesses in the branch that saw this occur. We all thought that you did it intentionally because you couldn't stand what was being said. You knew that you wanted to punch me in the face, and that's what you did. A lot of people saw that, and you can't turn back time.
Okay, yes, a lot of people did see me do that, but I told you that I was sorry for what I did, so what's going to happen to me now?
Well, if it all goes the way I want it to, you'll be fired from the company. I'm also planning to file a complaint, so this will probably go to court and be settled there. You need to keep this in mind, so you better hire a good lawyer if you want to lessen the blow on your reputation, Barney.
Wait, what? Want to take me to court for a real trial? On what grounds? What crime have I possibly committed?
Are you kidding me right now? Don't you know that it's a crime to hit someone? That's assault, and you had an intent to cause injury. Wasn't that your plan?
What on earth are you talking about? This is escalating too quickly, Miss Baxter. I didn't know that lightly hitting someone in the workplace is a crime.
Well, aren't you stupid then? Any form of violence on another person is a crime, Barney. There's also a suspicion that you're improperly using company money. Although it is still in the research stage, it's almost certain that this is what you've been doing. You'll be judged in the same way as you punching me.
No, you're lying. I've not been doing anything like that. You're going way too far with this now. This is absolute crap and you know it. You can't just start accusing me of such things. Where's the proof that I've been doing anything, huh? Why are you saying all this?
There was a complaint made by a certain employee about your actions in the company. I can't go into details, but I was sent here to investigate the accusations.
Okay, and? What did you find in your investigation, Miss Baxter? What's the results of this phony investigation?
If you haven't got a clue what the results are, maybe that's something for you to look into since this concerns you. To be honest, you should know the results by now.
Oh, no. This is crap. I bet you don't even have proof of me doing anything. You just want this over faster so you can go back to your fancy head office, don't you, Lola? Besides, you know that I didn't do any of what you're accusing me of. Please stop investigating my branch office and get out of here.
You know that it's my job to do this, so I'll continue doing my investigation no matter how long it takes, Barney. You're not going to stop me doing my job. If you really haven't done anything that I've been saying, then there should be nothing to be afraid of when it comes to the results coming out later on.
Okay, I guess you've got a point. I suppose that's true. I guess I've done nothing wrong, so I won't worry about any of this.
Now, there will have to be a little talk with the branch manager, so I guess I'll leave that up to you to do since he's your father after all. I'd like to talk to you again later.
Wait a minute. What? You want me to talk to my father? I mean, the branch manager about this, I don't know if I can possibly do that at this time. There's so much to do. Okay, what on earth is going on here? I have heard the majority of this outrageous story from my son. He told me that you're an internal affairs investigator. Are you kidding me? Have you actually been dispatched from the head office to look into our branch? This is unbelievable. You lied to us.
Well, as an investigator, I'm supposed to lie initially so that you don't suspect what I'm actually doing. I received direct instructions from the CEO to look into your office. I was actually planning to work as a temporary employee for a longer period of time, but I got most of the evidence I needed on the first day.
Oh, right. Is that so, huh? So with that being said, are you going to tell me the results of your findings or not, Miss Baxter?
As you can see for yourself, you and your son, Barney Hunter, are involved in an embezzlement case. I did a quick look at your account system, and that provided evidence for it. This sloppy crime that you've committed shows exactly how you were able to do whatever you both wanted at this branch office. You probably thought that there was no way that you'd be found out like this, but it really was easy to know when something was going down. Am I correct in saying that?
I don't know how you could have found all this out in one day. Are you sure you're not mistaken? Who is the person behind all this, then, if this is true?
There's no way that I can turn around and say who exactly started this whole thing. However, I do have one thing to say to you, Mr. Hunter. It's not just one person accusing you and your son of those crimes. It's multiple people who have wanted to come forward but didn't want to lose their job because of it.
Wait a minute. You think there's more than one person saying things? Like a big group of people? How could that happen right under my nose?
You know, it's not just 2 or 3 people saying what they think is happening. Almost all the employees at this branch probably share the same frustration. There is only one person that's an exception to this rule. It's the female employee in charge of accounting who was acquired by you, sir.
So if you can give me an approximate number, how many of my employees have betrayed me today? Have they all forgotten how much I've taken care of them?
I don't think they see things that way anymore since you've stabbed them all in the back, Mr. Hunter. You and your son will be sued by the company for the crimes committed. I'm sure that you'll both be ordered to pay a huge compensation, so the head office will be planning on continuing on with this case.
There's absolutely no way that this is happening right now. How can you just turn around and sue us like this when we're making money? How do you have the power to do this? All you are is some laid-back little girl who thinks it's funny to sabotage the little branch offices just because you sit in a comfy chair in the head office. Listen to me, young lady. You tell the people at the head office this. Our branch office produces high numbers every month. Please don't file a complaint about us if we're making such profits for the company. We're helping you big guys out, not hindering you in any way.
Yeah, no, I'm not making any deals with you. You're dodgy and nobody trusts you or your son. Please argue this out in court. I told you before, hire a good lawyer. But it's obvious to everyone that the reason why the numbers are high is because of the hardworking employees, not you or your son. You take advantage of them.
What are you even talking about? How dare you turn around and say such things to a branch manager? I don't take advantages of the employees. They wouldn't be working so hard if it wasn't for me or my son.
Okay, I'm going to talk about one example and how you took advantage of them, Mr. Hunter. It's quite a specific example of what you and your son did. The in-office system that you introduced when you set up your own branch office was an inferior product. The employees made modifications to it and it came to life. You took the credit for the system when they did all the hard work. If the original version created by Barney remained unchanged, the system would have collapsed.
But I don't understand. How on earth did you know about that? You're seriously a good snooper, aren't you? You think you're so good at your job, don't you?
It's because I am, Mr. Hunter. Of course this information was also included in the accusation that the employees gave to me. All of the data evidence still remains backed up. I also looked at the early version of the system, and I would be able to manage a whole elementary school with that. It's fine to perform an evaluation on your son, but sir, you need to think about this more objectively. You need to stop protecting each other and face the consequences.
All you are is a little girl who needs to shut up right now. You're making my blood pressure rise so much. I've been supporting this branch for over 10 years. I'm a dedicated branch president that brings the head office money for their business. Does that not mean anything to you people? How much do you think it took to do this? We were wanting to make more money. What's the big deal in that, huh? We've gone through a lot to get to this point.
The hardships you've gone through and the embezzlement scheme are completely unrelated, Mr. Hunter. You do realize that you're going to have to testify in court, okay? I can hear it now. Since I've worked so hard to get where I am today, I thought that it was okay to just be a thief for a little while. That's how I imagine what you'll say in the witness chair.
This is absolute crap that you're making here, lady. How dare you question my authority and what I've done? I wish there was some way to fire you. Anything I can do to you to ruin your life would be great for me right now. You're not free from our wrath yet, Lola Baxter. Do you understand that?
And you threatening me right now is only going to make your situation way worse than it already is, Mr. Hunter. Don't underestimate what I can do from the head office. Let me tell you now, your conversations and messages right now are being monitored by the company, and anything you say to me can be used as evidence. This is my company phone, and I can send these messages to the head office as soon as this investigation is over. You've just threatened me, Mr. Hunter. What you say to me and anyone else will be used in court proceedings, so please watch what you say. You're in a worse off position now than when this conversation started.
You better be prepared for my wrath in court then, Miss Baxter. You're going down no matter what the company tries to do to me and my son.
Oh, I am more than prepared for what happens, Mr. Hunter. I guess there's nothing more to say apart from, I'll see you in court. Don't forget to bring your lawyer. It's so pathetic at how two men can laugh at someone giving a speech so much. After the investigation concluded, the men were both lost for words. Barney was taken in by the police on charges of causing bodily harm. He had to pay a fine and compensation directly to Lola. In another matter, Mr. Hunter was also charged by the police for fraud and theft. Both of them are currently in prison serving time for the crimes they committed. At the head office, they didn't believe the situation to be too bad for the employees and deeply apologized to them for not noticing the issue sooner. Since the branch president's absence, the performance at the branch office has more than doubled. Him and his son were a disease to the organization, and without them, the employees can shine in their positions. As for Lola, she returned to the head office and is working closely with the CEO. In light of the incident, they keep a close eye on other offices now.
Hey, Melissa. When are you finally gonna move out of the house? Don't you know that this house belongs to my husband's family? It's high time that you just left.
Wait, what? Oh, what do you mean? This isn't your husband's family's house, it's my family's house. And I don't have any plans to move out anytime soon, so I'm really not quite sure what you mean by that.
You really can be such a pain to deal with. Do you know that? Just how long are you going to make us all live together, huh? Don't you realize that it's high time you move out so that Brian and our son and I can all enjoy this house without you? Why do you always have to be such a burden on everyone and get in the way of what they want, huh?
Charlotte, are you serious? What makes you think that you can treat me this way after what I did for your son? Are you really forgetting that I paid the $40,000 for the surgery that he had? You came to me begging for help because you said that you two wouldn't be able to afford it at all, remember?
And so what? What is the point you're even trying to make with that, huh? You think that just because you helped us pay for some measly surgery that it makes you a saint or something like that? You think it means that we can never ask anything of you ever again? Or that you can boss us around just because of that?
Of course I don't think that. Charlotte, I really don't understand what's gotten into you. I mean, is this even really Charlotte? I don't think that I've ever seen you talk or write to me with this kind of tone.
You should know that the reason I held back and didn't talk to you this way earlier was exactly because you did pay for little Tommy's surgery. But now that all of that is over and done with, I really just don't have any use for you at all. So why don't you just pack your bags and get out?
I really have no idea what you're talking about at all. What does that have to do with the other at all? Are you just saying that you've been letting me live here because I had paid for your son's surgery before? You know that's not how this works, right?
Of course it's how it works. I consider that surgery you paid for as you paying rent to us. And now that you haven't paid any rent in a while, I just don't see the point in us living together anymore.
And that's really how you feel about this whole living situation that we have? Here I thought that you were such a kind and understanding person. But I guess you were just hiding this side of yourself from me.
Well, I really didn't have much choice, did I? I knew that I needed to treat you kindly since you were paying for the surgery and all. But once I heard that Brian's family had a huge house, I thought we all might be able to move in there and enjoy being closer to his family. Unfortunately, it was only after we decided to move into there that I realized that you were also living here. You have no idea how disappointing that was.
I'm sorry you were disappointed, but I was living here first, so it's not like I was trying to let you down with my presence.
And of course, it's not that I blame you for wanting to stay here. We just thought that you would have gone and found someone to get married to so that you could have moved out by now. But I thought that once we moved in, you would think more seriously about moving out. And that was already a long time ago, and you were still living here.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say. This house has a lot of sentimental value to my family. And I have so many memories from here as well. Not just me, but all my brothers as well. So I can't just pack up my bags and leave this place like it was never mine.
No, don't you realize that you're keeping other people waiting with your selfishness? Don't you think you've been squatting here long enough already? I bet if you just got up and moved out of the house, you would lose all those silly little feelings of yours. Besides, now that you've paid for Tommy's surgery, I don't see why you think you should get to stay in this house any longer.
Charlotte, have you not been reading these texts? I am trying to tell you that this house belongs to my family. That's why I'm living here, and that's why I'm going to continue to live here.
You really just don't know anything at all, do you? Don't you know that houses always go to the eldest child? That means that this house didn't actually go to you, it went to your brother Brian, didn't it? So why don't you go out and find someone to marry you so that you can finally just leave us alone?
Well, have you talked to my brother about this? What does he have to say about you trying to kick me out of the house like this?
Oh, don't you worry about Brian. He completely agrees with what I'm doing here. But of course he is. After all, you're squatting on his birthright. And we've been very patient with you, letting you stay here as long as we have, don't you think?
Look, I'm not trying to say that this house won't ultimately end up going to Brian, but I'm just saying that you need to be a little more patient. These things need more time to unfold and happen.
You may have your pace, but I have my pace, and it's a lot faster than yours. Now why can't you just move out already?
Actually, I have something that I've been wanting to talk to you for a while now. You've been going in and out of my room without asking me, haven't you?
Going into your room? What are you talking about? I practically own this house, so I'll go into whichever room I please, thank you very much. And just what's wrong with me going into your room? Is there something you're trying to hide? If you don't like me doing it, then maybe you should just move out.
Charlotte, please! We've talked about this before, and I just don't want you snooping around my room if there's no need for you to be in there. Besides, I have a lot of important things that my parents left me in there. I would just appreciate as few people as possible passing through there, if that's all right.
Like I said, if you don't like me going into your room, then how about you pack up your bags and move out? Because otherwise, we're just going to have this same conversation over and over again.
Well, I suppose it really is starting to seem that way, isn't it? Why do you have to be like this?
If you don't like it, Melissa, you know exactly what you can do to solve this issue. But don't pretend like you can just squat here forever because you paid for one lousy surgery.
I'm going to have to chat with my brother about this. I'll need some time to think, okay? Hey, Brian, are you there? I kind of needed to talk to you a little bit about Charlotte. Is now a good time to have this chat?
Oh, hey there, sis. You wanted to talk to me about my wife? Well, sure, I guess I have time. What's on your mind?
Well, the thing is that Charlotte has been demanding that I move out of the family house. Not only that, but she said that you agreed with her that I should leave. Am I really causing that much trouble being at home?
Wait, what? Melissa, come on. You know that I would never ask you to move out. It's like you said. This is our family house, and you're as entitled to it as I am. I would never, ever try and kick you out of there.
Oh, thank goodness. I knew that didn't sound like you at all. I just knew it. But I guess that means that Charlotte was just lying to me about what you said to try and make me believe her.
You know, I haven't told many people about this, but something really has changed in that woman lately. She just doesn't seem to know how to act decent around people anymore. She's just gotten herself so worked up about this house, saying that we're the only ones who should get to use it. And I've tried to explain to her that this is the house where you and I grew up in and that we both have a lot of precious memories here, but she just doesn't want to hear any of it.
I see. To be honest, I didn't want to say anything either, but I could kind of sense a tension growing between the two of you. It's like you always have something to say, but I can see you holding yourself back and letting Charlotte speak her mind. So I guess I was just a bit surprised when she started talking to me about all of this too.
So I guess she was pretty forceful in asking you to move out then?
She certainly didn't hold back on the insults or low blows, I'll say that much. And she even is acting like it was no big deal about Tommy's surgery. She just said that was how I paid rent to keep living with her. That one really blew my mind. I mean, how could you act like that towards someone?
You mean she wasn't being grateful at all for what you did for our son?
Grateful is certainly not the word that I would use to describe how Charlotte was acting towards me. She just acted as if it was a given that I should have paid for the surgery, but not that she should let me keep living in my own damn house. And when she said that you agreed with her, well, that's when I knew that I had to talk to you about this.
I see. Well, I really am so sorry that Char has been acting that way towards you. I heard her complaining about you, asking her not to go in your room too. I guess she said that you caught her taking things from there before, and here I thought that you were actually going to get along while living here.
Wait, what? She took things out of my room! When did this happen? Do you remember what she took?
I thought she had taken some bags and makeup and stuff like that, but she said that you lent her some of those too.
What? I haven't lent her anything at all. And if she's taking things like that, then she could actually be taking some of Mom's things. You know that I don't really care about handbags or makeup or stuff like that, so what I have in my room of that is all Mom's stuff. You remember how much she spent on nice things like that, right?
But she told me that you lent them to her. I just don't really know what to think now. I really just wish that this wasn't happening, though.
Well, this is exactly why I was telling her to stay out of my room to begin with. I was worried something like this might happen.
So then, you really think that she's orchestrating this big lie or something like that? Telling you one thing and then telling me something else?
At this point, I really don't know what else to believe but that. How could it be anything else?
Well, look, I'm certainly not trying to make excuses for her, but you might want to know that when she was little, her dad actually robbed his own house before running away. It basically meant that her mom had to raise Charlotte with virtually no savings or assets to speak of.
Oh, I see. Well, I had no idea about any of that, but I guess I would have just thought she might empathize with us a bit more. I still just can't understand why she would want to kick me out of the house I've been living in for all this time.
I know. I really just don't know where she gets some of these ideas from sometimes. I really did hope that moving in here would help her make friends and settle in, but...
No, I know what you mean. I also hoped that you guys living here would bring us all closer together. I think maybe there might have been a few times that I ignored red flags from Charlotte, hoping that it would all work itself out. But I guess maybe we should have been more proactive at doing things together instead of hoping it would all work out.
I think you might be right about that. But let me try and talk to her. I mean, I'm not sure she realized just quite how much you've actually done for her son.
Well, okay, I just don't want to be the reason why you two get into a fight. Charlotte? Did you come into my room again? I thought I told you to stop doing that without my permission. And did you take stuff from here too? I noticed so many things missing from where they should be. Why don't you ever listen to me when I tell you not to come into my room without asking me first?
You know what? I have had just about enough out of you. Do you think that I don't know what's going on? Do you really think that I don't know that you're just after the money that's in this house? That's a real reason why I can't stand the thought of living with you.
Charlotte, I just want to know why you think you have a right to go into my room without my permission. What makes you think you can do that and take things out of there as well?
I can do that because I need to collect rent from you somehow. Tommy is going to need another surgery and I don't have the money for it. So if you thought that you were going to get to live here free forever, then you're dead wrong.
I already contribute $1,000 a month to the house and expenses and stuff. Besides, I don't see why I should have to pay rent to live in the house that belongs to my family. After all, the mortgage is already paid off. So why can't I just keep paying $1,000 a month like I have been? Why are you so determined to try and kick me out of my own home? I just can't understand that.
You have no idea just how long I've been holding back for the sake of my son. That's why I've been so stressed out about everything lately. Not only that, but you know that I only have a part-time job that barely pays me anything. Just why do you think $1,000 a month is enough for me?
I don't know what you mean by that. I don't pay $1,000 a month so that you can go out and have fun. I'm putting that towards the house so that we can eat and pay the utilities and things like that. And just why are you wanting more to go out when your own son is in the hospital again?
Oh, shut up! You're not my mother and you're not Tommy's mother. How dare you try and tell me how I should live my life or raise my son? I am sick of having you around here. I want you to pack up your bags and I want you out of here right now.
Well, fine then. If that's really what you want, then I'll leave. But you'll regret this. Good luck with the 3 other surgeries Tommy is going to need.
What in the world are you talking about? There's no 3 surgeries. My little Tommy is all done with those and is healthy as a horse.
You don't actually think that's true, do you? Don't you know anything about your son's condition at all? The first surgery that I paid for was only the first of a 4-part sequence. Tommy still has 3 more surgeries to go. The doctor said that his disease was advancing and that the process involved repeated surgeries.
Wait, what? But, I mean, you're telling me my son is going to need 3 more surgeries just to have a chance at surviving.
That's right. But this is a good thing. The doctors are very optimistic about this treatment plan. But I guess you'd rather I just put more money in the house so that you can spend it on yourself, right?
Oh, I see. Why didn't you tell me this from the very start?
Well, we are talking about it now. And when I get back home, you, my brother, and I are all going to talk about this in person. Your son still needs surgeries, and this isn't something that's going to be settled over text.
Well, great, then. Let's just all meet at home and we can talk about how much money we'll need from you to get through this.
You really are so obvious. Do you even realize that? Do you ever get tired of using your son to try and squeeze money and pity and favors out of people? Even when it came to you stealing from my room, you used your son's medical bills as an excuse for what you were doing.
That isn't true at all. You really have no idea what you're talking about, Melissa.
Well, I just want you to know that if I move out of this house, I'm not going to pay for another one of Tommy's surgeries. You and Brian are just going to have to figure something out on your own. But if it's really what you want, then I'll pack up my things and I'll move out of the house like you want.
Now hold on just a second. Can't you pick up on a joke when someone tells you one? Of course you can stay in the house. We'd be more than happy to let you stay. You and I can be friends again and everything.
Wow. I really don't know whether or not I should be shocked or just disappointed at your change in tone. But if you think that we're going to be friends after you said what you said to me, after you stole my mom's heirlooms from my room, you should just know that I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done.
Your mom's heirlooms? What are you talking about?
I mean all the bags and makeup and things like that you've stolen from my room when you've gone in there. Those weren't mine. They were things that my mom left behind after she passed away. You took them out of my room and used them like you would any other accessory or product.
Oh, wait. Those were your mom's? I had no idea about that. But I hardly use them at all. I promise that the bags only have a little bit of wear and tear. But if it's really that big of a deal, I'll return them all.
I can't believe that you would take what's not yours and not even offer to repair what you damaged!
I'm sorry, I really just thought I was borrowing them. I didn't know they belonged to your mom.
You had no right to borrow them in the first place. I already asked you to stop using them, didn't I?
I know, but I never saw you using them, and I thought it was such a waste to leave them like that.
You realize that you still haven't even apologized for what you've done yet, right?
Okay. You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have acted the way I did, and this house belongs to you, okay? So please don't leave us.
I still don't think that you're ready to act like the mother that you ought to be to Tommy.
How can you say that? What does that even mean?
I mean, here you are, acting like you need money for his surgery, but you've been stealing and selling all just to get a little extra spending money for yourself. Not only that, but I overheard you on the phone one day talking to someone who sounded like another man. You were bragging all about the wonderful things that were in the house that you can sell. I have to say that I was really surprised when I first heard that, though. Then I realized that it wasn't that you didn't have enough money for Tommy's surgery. You were just hiding the money you did have from my brother. Well, now we've caught you and there's nowhere for you to go. I'll tell my brother all about this and he'll know how to deal with you. In the end, I presented my brother with the proof I had of Charlotte's thefts. I even hired a PI to look into who the man could be. The detective found proof that Charlotte was having an affair with this man, and that led to Brian asking for a divorce. As part of the divorce proceedings, the court ordered Charlotte to pay for all of Tommy's remaining surgeries while Brian was given full custody. Brian apologized for all that he had put me through with Charlotte, but I was just glad that Tommy was going to be okay. I have no idea where Charlotte went after that. And as long as she's keeping up with her payments, I really don't care. Meanwhile, it took some time for Brian to begin to put himself out there in the dating world as a single father. But eventually he met a new woman he proposed to. Luckily, Brian's new fiancée was much more independent and showed no interest in wanting to live in the same house. And that suits me just fine. It suits me even better that we're able to get along and that never once have I had to ask her not to go into my room when her and Brian have come over to visit.